I kept inventing new products, from birthday cards, from jewelry. And the good thing about campus, you have so much free time. My classes, I was very selective in selecting my classes. Most of them were from 9 to 11, then I'm free from 11 to 2 or 1, then 3 to 5 or 1 to 5. That's like 4 hours of my time just wasted in campus. We used to play cards, hang out, go watch movies. And I realized eventually I could make so much money from my fellow students, from my hobbies or talents. The oncoming semester, that following semester, I made sure I picked my courses early in the morning and late in the evening. So I had like 3 to 5 hours free every day. After my 11 o'clock classes, I would go up. Is anyone from Kwaya here?
Yes.
Up from Vibanda. There's like a place where guys usually hawk. And I had the nickname Hawker. Most of my friends didn't know I was a student. So between 11 to 2 p.m., I will custom make my items, jewelry, cards, t-shirts, display them there, make some few thousands, and go to class at 2 p.m. But all this class was to drink, to have fun, to wear the latest shoe, to buy the latest phone. And after a year in campus, I realized I need to open a shop because the orders were so many, and I just created my Facebook page. It was less than 100 likes. That's when I opened my first shop in Rongai from my savings. I plowed back the savings, Ikafunga shop. It costed me like 30,000, 10,000 for rent, 10,000 deposit, and 10,000 I realized I had to use someone else to help me make money. So I employed someone. I paid her 4,000 shillings a month. So hiyo ingine ni hapo katikati, stock, raw materials, 30,000 shillings. Still in school, so I had to juggle my time between school, hawking, my shop, and my friends. In less than a year, I had so many orders. My page was now growing from 0 likes to almost 10,000 likes, which was really big. I could boast, hey, I have a page, 10,000 likes, so like, what are you waiting for? And it was really big back then, having a page with 10,000 likes, business, but not a fashion, I'm a blogger, and orders were coming from town. I realized I was spending so much time on transport, na deliveries. Unapanda match from Rongai is really far, yeah? Unafika town, umetoka class 11, you're delivering one order, maybe your profit is 300 shillings, transport cost 100. Just as you get back to Rongai, you get another order. Unarudisha tena. So you're really alive. And then I noticed that I had to miss classes to beat the deadlines. So I realized I needed a shop in the CBD. I didn't have much savings. So the cost of running business in town is really expensive, given the goodwill, cost of rent, overheads, these are vitu zote. I needed like, say, 100 or 200,000 just to set up a business in town. I approached a bank, and they were like, what do you have to offer? I gave them my idea. They told me, no, we can't lend your money. Come see you. Why? We don't have any asset or collateral, security rather. I went, that really pained my heart. I went, sat back. Actually, my family my family never knew what I was doing because my dad was like, Soma upate kazi mzuri, upate mshahara mzuri. That was like, and it kind of sunk into my mind. Soma upate grades mzuri, upate kazi mzuri. I hadn't asked myself, kazi mzuri ni nini? I always thought of it as kuva suti, go get some 6 figures in your account at the end of the month. And when William loan by the bank, I realized they insisted you need collateral. I'm someone to guarantee you for the loan, And there's no one. Most of us young people, not many so people will have the confidence in you, like to loan you. Just as Washaka said, if the bank can't loan you, why will I loan you? Another question is, if I loan you, how will you be able to pay it back? See, and I realized if I had land, I will be able to secure this loan. So I started now, I cut down my friends, nikata kwenda Acacia kidogo, I cut down alcohol weekends, nikaanza kujifanya busy ndio nipunguze to costs, and I started saving. And one day I was working to some real estate company to look for land. Coincidentally, I lost my ID, and you need that ID to sign the agreement. My friend, nilianza kutafuta cars, like, nenda tulizomana ID, and I coincidentally met a friend of mine, and he told me, what do you want your ID? Told him I wanted it. He told me, you can do this. There's a place I can take you. You buy land and pay. You make a sale agreement and pay monthly. And that was my first move. I went, got some couple of acres in Kiserian, and in a couple of months, I had finished paying it. The advantage is, if this land was 10,000 shillings when I was buying it, by the time I was finishing to pay it, it was equal increase in value, right? And now I had the title. Went got actually I didn't even need the loan anymore. I taught myself how to save and get discipline in saving. I had enough capital to secure a shop in town, pay deposits, start running. I also took advantage of social media. I realized that to get many followers on Facebook, which means more potential clients, I had to pay for adverts. My first advert spending was, I think, 3,000 shillings a month. I asked a couple of friends for their advice, and all of them told me, hey, no, usijaribu hiyo kitu utapoteza pesa yako. I being the risk taker, I took the risk. My first ever bill on Facebook was 3,000 shillings, and that way I started generating traffic into my account. So guys from all over Kenya could see my wares. I actually grew my workforce to 2 employees. Also, nilikuwa naendelea pia campus. Campus pia, whenever I was in class, I would leave someone at my hawker then. More money coming, right? That was my first shop in Imenti House. It was like a basement. Huh? With time, my Facebook page grows. I also realized I need to diversify my product because see kama hoteli, every day people come by and go. It's high and low. Leo unapata kuna mvua, hakuna mtu anabuy vitu zako. That's when I started doing fashion. I would do clothes. Those days, Kitenge was really on point. Huh? So I would make clothes. Actually, I've seen a client of mine from many years back. Hey, tag guys, hey guys buy. I realized that's the time when Churchill Live was really on point. I realized those guys could dress better. What did I do? Kenyans love free things. When you go there, watakwambia tupe tuvae tutasotiana baadaye. I did that. But what I did is I left a mark there. I dressed them for like a couple of months, and then I told them, hey, from next week, mtajipanga. What did I do? I created demand for my product. They started hiring my clothes. I started getting endorsements from Rwanda. I would ship out my wear, Sudan. My company is still growing. I realized I need to get a better shop or stall for my biashara. Got a bigger shop, increased my workforce. Page still growing. I started doing interviews up and pale, creating that brand you want to create. And also on the land, I started investing more on real estate. Started with 200 shillings only, remember. Now the company is growing worth a bit much more and diversifying the product, taking risks. I tried some biashara zingine zikafail, hizo waambiaje watu, because watakusikia hizo ndio wacheke, hiyo ndio raha. The ones that fail, you just console tu naumia tu peke yako and you wake up and rise again. This tells you need to diversify and take risks. Some will fail, some will work. But if you see just utakuwa tu hapo. See, another thing, identify your talents. Don't let them waste. When you're in campus, you have so much time, free time. You can make connections. You can, you have social media, kuna YouTube. You can learn so much from YouTube. 2 years ago, I realized I wanted to diversify. I have a thing for classic cars. I realized I wanted to start a company on classic cars. Taxi. It was actually just what Osheka said. I will pluck pictures from. I will go to the cyber nione gari classy, vintage. I will stick it in my bedroom and say, gari malinda ipatia, itakuwa yangu. But it's really expensive. So what do? You blow back profits. You do your market research well. Is this thing viable in Kenya? Is it? Yes. Is it? No. Is it? So unajichocha kwanza. You decide to venture. That's when I ventured into classic cars. That's a couple of months ago now. Still in the making, almost out. And I'm not stopping there. Also, real estate. I'm actually building my first home, but this is just to. I'm using a different technology. But this was actually I did this to prove a point to myself. I think because when I was 23, I used to tell myself, by the time I'm 25, I'll own a house to prove a point to myself, to satisfy myself. So I actually managed to secure a loan because I had collateral, and actually I didn't do for many family members because you will create friction. But the moment you start with that 5 shillings you have, run that biashara, we have discipline. Make sure you save and invest. I don't think that for banker, they'll check your account, tell you, oh, you're generating 100 shillings a week. So this means if we give you 3,000, you can pay it in a month. Managed to secure a loan, got some land somewhere nice, and began to put up my home. This is just about to turn into a real estate firm. I'm planning to put up more homes. And the people I mostly work with in terms of my workforce are young guys, because you have so much time on yourself. You're experiencing so many things in a day. All these things, there are opportunities out there everywhere. Time. The many minutes you waste at home or somewhere drinking could be those minutes you spend on your social network, turning that hobby you have of making cakes into cash and soon into an empire. You get? So turn your hobbies into cash before it's too late. The moment you go out there, you don't even know. Out there, the easy jobs you measure out, they're so flooded. What happens? The bargaining rate goes down. So like as in for 60,000 5 years ago, now you'll get 20. Now out of but then everyone has a challenge, inside you. So you better make use of it to make it that cash. Be the employer. Always work to be the employer. Provide job opportunities. Once you have that mentality, anything is possible.